Our next writer and reader is Terry Hickland. Now, Terry is from Lisburn and is a car mechanic and a college lecturer by profession. As a novelist, he works untiringly at his story until it is fit to pass the reader's literary MOT, and then drives them into his exciting world of psychological and emotional fiction, where the sat-nav won't help you. Tonight, Terry is reading an extract from his forthcoming novel, The Piano Boat. Terry.
Yeah, just a little bit, please. Sorry, these awkward ones. It's great to be here tonight, such a massive crowd. The Piano Boat is set in 1987, the village of Ballinderry, County Tipperary. One of the main characters is a 10-year-old young fella called Rory. He lives above the family shop with his mother and father. His greatest ambition is to follow in the footsteps of Stephen Roach to become a road racer. And the book's set in the time when Stephen Roach won the Triple Crown. So it did. So they're just returned back from Cork. Stephen Roach, in my book, had done a charity cycle race around Cork to raise money for a charity. And the young fella didn't know, but there's a massive shock to his system. And he even got to meet the big fella. So they're on the way back and things are going back to normal. We're going to go into normal country life and gossip, anything else going about it. Well, look at the cut of you, Maeve Delaney, and the queer colour you've got yourself in Cork, exclaimed Peggy McGrath. Get away with you, Peggy, laughed Maeve as she went behind the counter. Well, Niamh, how's things? Were we busy? She asked, sifting through those seats in the till. Busy enough, Maeve. My, you did get a bit of a colour all right, observed Niamh. The old lady feigned indifference to the comment, even though only that morning she had looked in the mirror while getting ready to leave the B&B and had admired the golden tone of her skin. Peggy beckoned her friend to the end of the counter to tell her of some great secret that the world was about to hear next. What's bothering you? Have you not heard about your neighbour in the lake? Would you talk some sense, woman? Whoever has come to our fine shores matters nothing to me. Shouldn't we get plenty of tourists? I don't know her name, only that she's Dutch and she's living on a barge moored at Coolbawn Quay. She has the right to live wherever she wants, as long as she pays the rates, isn't that so? Aye, sure enough, but John Hewitt has taken it upon himself to organise a committee and has written to the council and the Borough Gazette that old fool has nothing better to do with his time than to interfere in other people's business. Dutch, she say? Rory had been sitting on the stairs, having carried the last of the baggage into the dining room, where Kathleen was beginning to unpack, for this being Saturday was wash day. He knew that he shouldn't have been eavesdropping, but who was this Dutch lady they were talking about? Rory's curiosity had got the better of him. Running upstairs, he almost collided with his mother. Take it easy, or you'll have us both in hospital before the day is over. What's the rush? Have you not had enough excitement for 1 week? Can I go out on my new bike? It won't do much good just sitting there, he reasoned, twirling the door handle whilst staring intently into his mother's eyes. Put a coat on and make sure your helmet is fastened. Don't be speeding. You're not used to that bike and it's a lot faster than the old one. Ma'am, if you keep on giving me orders, it'll be dark soon. Rory regretted the words as soon as he had said them. Through his impatience, they had come out all wrong. I'm sorry, Mum. I wasn't trying to be cheeky. Can I go now? Please? A wee scallywag, that's what you are. Out of my sight with you, but be back here in an hour's time. I'm making a fry for our tea. Do you hear me? Yes, Ma'am, shouted Rory, who was already near the foot of the stairs. It was too late to get Aidan to help him investigate Coolbawn Quay. Mr. Hewitt was very cantankerous. He knew that much. The whole gang had been out on their bikes and once had cycled up to the quay. They had begun to ask the Englishman questions about his boat and his life sailing the great oceans when, in a haughty tone, he had ordered them off the jetty and told them not to come back. They didn't like him. They were all agreed upon, though Rory as the speed increased along the deserted country road. The bike was everything he had hoped for. The gears would take a little getting used to, but Rory enjoyed the thrill from the faster speeds achieved. Lost in thought, he nearly came off the Raleigh as it entered a tight bend. If a car had been coming the other way, he would have been a goner. He felt blessing himself. Nana's cottage looked so lonesome, with no one there, and the grass was beginning to grow. No doubt he would be called out to cut it before long. Approaching the end of the road, Rory dismounted and walked along the narrow footpath that bordered the loch. He lifted the bike over the turnstile, not wanting it out of his sight for a minute, and wandered along the jetty. He spied John Hewitt's boat. It wasn't anything special, just an old, tired cabin cruiser. There were much nicer vessels moored there. Some distance away, the biggest boat Rory had ever seen was moored along the quay. He wondered how they managed to get it to Coolbawn as he edged forward to take a closer look. The hull was black, the upper half white, and the name, Johan, was painted in orange. There was a sudden movement. Someone was aboard. Rory hurried the bike and turned round and made his way back to the road. Thank you very much.